Today we are talking about linear functions again. So I have the cost to make 4 bracelets shown in the table. How can I determine the cost on how to make any number of bracelets? So I want to examine the relationship between the values on the table. So how do I go from 1 to 2? What do I add or subtract? Add 1. How do I go from 2 to 3? And 3 to 4. Okay. What about 17 to 32? Try again. 15. How do I go from 32 to 47? How do I go from 47 to 62? So notice all of these, so all of the changes in the number of bracelets and all of the changes of the number of costs were the same in their own category. So my change is constant. That means this is going to be linear. Guys, remember linear equations? That's a little sad. We learned them last semester with me. So you do remember them, though? Okay. So I want to write my function using slope-intercept form. What is slope-intercept form? Yeah, y equals mx plus b. So my slope is, remember, change in y over change in x. Yes. What? Kinda, yeah. We're just going to add function notation to it. So what we learned yesterday. So what was my change in y? No. 15. And then the 1 is the change in x. So my slope is 15. 15. Oh, I kind of said it fast. So the way I'm going to write my answer here is instead of y, I'm going to have f of x equals 15x. And then I don't know what my b value is. So I'm going to press b. Right? Because I don't know what my b value is. Okay. So then I'm not done because I don't want the letter b in my final answer. I want to use the table of points to find my value of b. What point do you want me to plug in? Okay, so what did we get out when we plugged in 1? What's my output? So I'm going to have 17 equals, and then I'm going to have 15 times 1 plus b. Okay, and then how do I solve for b? No, not yet. Okay, so now I have 15 plus b, and then what do I want to do? What? You couldn't subtract before I multiplied. You have to multiply first. Okay, so now that I have b equals 2, how do I write my final answer? No, I'm plugging into this equation. Yep. No, just 2. B goes away and it turns into a 2. So I can use this to determine the cost to make any number of bracelets. Okay, so I have this statement. It says let F of T be the outside temperature in degrees Fahrenheit, T hours after 6 a.m. Explain the meaning of each statement. So I have A is F of 0 equals 58. So this means what time am I starting at? 6 in the morning. 0 hours after 6 a.m. The temperature is what? 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so B is F of 6 equals N. So what time is that?
12 or noon.
Yeah. So at noon, this is 6 hours after 6 a.m. The temperature is what?
6.
No. N degrees. I don't know what. Then the next one I have is F of 3 is less than F of 9. So F of 3 is really 9 a.m. and F of 9 is 6 plus 9 is what? 15.
When
Do I typically say 15 on the clock?
so that would be 3 p.m.
3 p.m. So now that I know my times, the temperature at 9 a.m., is it going to be colder or warmer? I have colder than the temperature at 3 p.m. Okay, so this says she's recording the outside temperature at 6 a.m. The outside temperature increases by 2 degrees Fahrenheit every hour for the next 6 hours. If the temperature continues to increase at the same rate, what will the temperature be at 2 p.m.? So, what I want to do here, guys, is I want to write a function that models the situation. So what's my slope here? It told me, no, it told me in the problem.
2.
2. Is it going up or down 2? Up, so it's going to be a positive 2. And then what is the temperature it's starting at? This is coming from the picture. The picture. -3. So how do I write my function? What's the first part of writing any function? F of x equals, what was my slope? 2, so I'm going to write 2x and then -3. So here I want to sketch a graph of my function. So how do I sketch this graph? Where should I start on my graph?
Nope.
-3. And then what do I want to do?
Then you go up.
I go up how much? Over how? Yep. So I go up 2 squares over 1. Okay. So now the problem wanted me to find the temperature at 2 p.m. How many hours after 6 a.m.? No. So I have 6 hours to take me to noon, and then 2 more hours to get to 2. So I want to find the value when x equals 8. So my line got slightly off. So this is really where it should be at 8. That is what? It should be 13. Oh wait, this is degrees Fahrenheit. So, assuming the temperature continues to increase at the same rate, the temperature at 2 p.m. will be 13 degrees Fahrenheit.